Welcome to the ISB show. Sahil, Rahi, Roy. Asian Cup qualifiers this time is what we're going to go through. We did the preview video, so we have to do a reaction video to this. And we are going to start off. There was a lot of matches that happened. Well, first, let me just show the standings for everyone to see. You see some interesting teams on top and then India on the bottom. Not surprising to see that given what we've talked about last time. Let's start there. What an atrocious performance by India. I was wrong. You guys were right. I had hope. I had faith in this team. And then they let me down, especially Mr. Vishal Kaith, the goalkeeper of the year or whatever they're saying in the Indian Super League, punches a guy instead of punching the ball, gives away the penalty. 1-0 Hong Kong, match over. Rahi, I am tired of this. When will this team learn?
I am, as you can see, not wearing an India jersey. I'm wearing a Thailand jersey who struggled as well. That's a story for later. But I am not wearing an India jersey because I am protesting the inability of this federation to show that they really care about developing this team, that they have a plan for moving forward. At this point, it's just mediocrity and sadness watching this team. And yes, created some chances and missed some glorious chances. But ultimately, it's another capitulation against a team you really should beat. Honestly, yes, the late penalty. Anwar Ali probably lucky to be on the field after he might have been shown a red card for basically karate kicking someone in the chest. So to me, I don't want to hear the late penalty drama. That's why they lost. You cannot miss the chances that India missed today. You cannot defend the way they did at times, and you cannot miss it and then make mistakes like that if you are supposed to be the goalkeeper.
Yeah, this goalkeeper has been messing up for a little while for this national team, and it goes to show if this is the best goalkeeper in the Indian League, what is the state of the Indian League? I would like to compare a Division II college team for the United States to the Indian League. I guarantee you that Division II college team is probably going to beat them. That is the state of the Indian League, and the federation is to blame. Whoever is involved from a sports ministry perspective in the Indian government is to blame. They are not modernizing with the region. The region, across the board, any serious team is looking to find players throughout the globe who could represent their national team. That's what every team who is serious about competing, serious about making a World Cup this time around or next time around, that's what they're doing. India's not. India's not moving a finger, not taking a step. This is a complete and utter failure from the federation, from everyone involved in decisions with this national team. If it doesn't change, keep watching your national team be an absolute disaster on a global scale and embarrass the country from a sporting perspective.
And you're wasting the talents of some real players, right? Of course, Chety's coming back, but Changte is a player, right?
Yes.
So they can play. There are players on this team who deserve better. And if you look beyond and you look at naturalizing some players, a few players can elevate the performances of those guys and give yourselves a real team. But nothing about what the federation has done suggests to me that they really are trying or have a plan, Sa.
100%. And a prime example of that is what we're going to get to right now with Malaysia who played today. And I want to apologize on behalf of this panel. We were absolutely wrong about predicting this match. You all Malaysian fans were absolutely right because, man, those new players made such a huge difference. Mr. Holgado from Argentina, Figueiredo, the original Brazilian Rahi. I mean, man, they completely changed the complexion of this team in this match to beat Vietnam 4-0. That ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke. João Figueiredo, remember the name. The guy is going to set this thing on fire. He looks incredible for Malaysia. And let me tell you, this game was 4-0. It could have been more because the way this team attacked, it was like a yellow fury, Roy. And they came after those bright yellow jerseys all over the Vietnamese team. And for me, there was only one team that was going to win this game. And I didn't expect it going in. But Malaysia brought in some talent, my friend.
The Malaysians knew. They blew up our comments in the last video, and they told us, hey, you guys are underestimating Malaysia. You're missing the mark here. And they were absolutely right. Malaysia was killer in this game. They are looking really, really good. The new players are fantastic. The Argentinian maestro was an absolute beast all game. How incredible to have an Argentinian playing in Malaysia. How cool is that for the national team? That's the beauty of this internationalization, of seeking players throughout the world who could represent your country. That's beautiful. You have an Argentina, you have this other players who's been absolutely fantastic in this game. And I'm excited for Malaysia now. As an outsider, I'm looking at this team and saying, this is a team I would like to see. I'm going to watch their next game, and I'll watch the game after that. That's fun. India, on the other hand, I do not want to watch ever again.
It's a fair point, though, right? Because we end up in a situation like this where Malaysia, it completely complained the complexion of this game. You saw the look on Philippe Nguyen, the goalkeeper of Vietnam's face. He's like, "What is this? What's happening here, man?" It was
wild.
Intense.
I mean, one after another, and they created so many chances. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the jersey you're wearing, because they had a little bit of a rough time in Turkmenistan. We said Turkmenistan's a hard place to play, but there was some bad defensive lapses, and Turkmenistan got it done today.
Yeah, it felt a cut above. Thailand felt outmatched, particularly, again, though, this comes down to defensive mistakes. And I thought this is the challenge with Thailand. Sometimes they look good going forward, right? And we saw what they could do in the Southeast Asian tournament, but man, you can't make the mistakes they made. You can't concede such soft goals against a Turkmenistan team we know is good, Roy, and we know can play. You can't get wins this way.
Yeah, this was an interesting one. I expected Thailand to come out and do a lot better than they did in this game. And Turkmenistan, for me, is probably the most fascinating country in the world. It is such an interesting place. It's such a fascinating country. And to see their national team, for a country with those elements, with that population size, to produce a national team that's playing the way they played in this game, it's completely impressive. That is such an incredible feat to produce a national team who could come out and beat a national team like Thailand 3-1, and it be an expected result.
Yeah,
they were fantastic.
They were the better team, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yes, with those beautiful green jerseys, Thailand's got a lot to think about. The defense was very weak in this match, and I thought the goals were like too easy. And that's something that needs to get a lot better, Thailand, in the next match. You guys need to work on that, because otherwise, you never know. Now look at the way this group is. Look who's on top. All right, finishing it off, guys. We talked about Hamza Choudhury, and all the Bangladeshi fans in our comments were saying that Bangladesh is going to get this win because they had the other players coming in as well besides Hamza.
Yeah.
Singapore was just a little bit too strong on the day, and there was a little bit of a controversial penalty shout, I would say, but in the end, Singapore gets it done.
Yeah, Singapore gets it done. I think they took advantage of, again, some soft defending at times, a failure to clear their lines, Bangladesh, and on both these goals, the goalie giving up rebounds. That's not a goal you want to concede, right? Where you're giving up a rebound and the ball sort of bouncing around the box.
Never.
You always feel that somehow can be avoided. And these are the kind of soft goals you don't want to give up. In the end, Bangladesh does come back well into the game. Hamza Choudhury has this sort of assist for the goal. And then that late moment on the end line, there's a close penalty, perhaps. It could have been a penalty. It's hard to say because it looks like, is the ball out or in? It looked in. It probably was a penalty. You don't want to rely on that to tie the game, but maybe Bangladesh a little hard done. Probably could have gotten the draw in the end.
Yeah, to be honest, expected. It was unlucky, and there were, like you said, a few plays that could have gone in Bangladesh's direction. The referee had an impact, but I expected a little bit more from Bangladesh, given that they've been doing a lot of great work as a federation to strengthen this national team. They've really been moving the needle in the right direction. The fans feel it. We were talking about in the last video how we think this team is ready to take the next step in terms of quality, in terms of results. They didn't get it today. I really thought they would get it against Singapore, to be honest, because Singapore isn't exactly a strong team. But not yet. But I am very excited about this national team. It's one of the national teams in Asia that seems to be getting more and more exciting from an attacking perspective, bringing in very interesting players. So this is absolutely a national team to watch.
Yeah, if Kavan Sullivan decides to commit to them instead of the US, then you know.
Yeah, I've heard this.
maybe he'll start thinking about that the way that our national team is going. But no.
Do Bangladeshi fans know about Kevin Sullivan? I'm very curious. Have they heard about Kevin Sullivan? He's supposed to be one of the best young players in the world. He's the pride and joy of the U.S. youth national team program. He's 15 playing for Philadelphia Union. And he could play for you guys. He could play for you guys.
For Bangladesh. He's signed for Manchester City already, am I correct?
Yes, signed for Manchester City, so he should be making his move there shortly. I believe by 18 he will be there. But he's 15 years old, playing for Philadelphia's first team. So is his brother. But yeah, that's an interesting thing for Bangladesh, man.
We shall see. Maybe if they keep producing players like this from all over the globe, they could form a super team. But all right, for all you fans out there, Malaysians, Indian fans, Bangladeshis, Singaporean fans, Hong Kong, fans of Hong Kong, let us know your thoughts after this round of qualifiers. We'll be back to cover more Asian Cup qualifiers. For those of you who enjoyed these videos, please subscribe to the channel. And as we always say, keep watching Asian football and keep watching the beautiful game. See you all soon.